Hey, what's up? I'm Darkbblue, trying to help everyone enjoy games in depth. In the last video, I've shown you how to progress through campaign in Chronicon. Now in this video, we'll be talking about the progression in early endgame. I divide the endgame progression into 5 phases, and you can use the timestamp below to jump around. Now let's dive into details. The first phase is to reach max level. If you have already reached max level during campaign, feel free to skip this section. So how to reach max level? Just farm the random anomaly mode at epic or legendary difficulty. Note that do not choose the mythical difficulty, which would be too hard. Farm a bit and it won't take too long before you hit the max level. Also remember to use transmutation to update your gear level simultaneously. Once you reach max level, make sure all your gears are at max level too. Now you are prepared for phase 2. In this phase, your primary goal is to collect ruins. To be specific, you need to grind Elite Dungeon Anomaly. On one hand, this gives you many legendary drops, and on the other hand, it also rewards you with blank runestones. Then you can use the transmutation function, putting in 1 legendary gear, 1 blank runestone and some crowns to craft an artificial rune. After that, put in another gear, the artificial rune, and some crowns to inject the rune into the gear. Every gear can be injected with at most 1 rune, and the rune must be crafted from a gear of the same type. Following this process, you need to inject useful runes into your gears, thus significantly empowering your character. There are also 4 additional things to do. First, use Elixir. There's an elixir shop in the endgame base where you can purchase all kinds of elixir. Elixir is of 3 rarities, and at most 2 elixir of the same rarity can be activated at the same time. You can buy 3 injectors from the vendor so that you can consume 6 elixir at once. Elixir is a very great way to empower your character in both early and late endgame, so you don't want to miss it. Use gems. You can reroll gem slots infinitely, craft higher rank gems from lower rank ones, and insert gems into the slots. Gems can be very powerful, and in early endgame, I especially recommend the yellow star gems, which give you magic find. With more magic find, you will get much better drops. 3. Reroll some random attributes. Once you get a desired attribute, you can upgrade it once, thus locking it, preventing it from being rerolled. At the current phase, your primary target should be Magic Find and Gem Strength. 4. Upgrade attributes. Your main target should be the core attributes of legendary gears and ruins, and Magic Find and Gem Strength. You will notice that there's a ghost NPC besides the basic enchanter who gives you access to stronger upgradation. However, at the current phase, there's no need to use her service. The basic upgradation is enough. With the explanation above, you may notice that Magic Find is really an important factor in this game. While higher difficulty provides higher Magic Find can be in fact increased more significantly from gears, elixir, gems, etc. instead of higher difficulty. If you want it, you can even reach over 800 Magic Find at Mythical 1. Therefore, make sure you are stacking Magic Find. The 4 additional things can be done in the meantime as you collect runes. According to my experience, roughly 4 runes injected is enough to carry you through Mythical 3, which leads you to the next phase. This is my gear state for reference. So in the next phase, you should be farming Mythical 3. Why Mythical 3? Because you want to farm lesser boss anomaly, and this mode starts from Mythical 3 instead of 1. Then why this anomaly? Because it's very efficient for getting gear drops and crown drops. Basically, it's a boss rush mode, skipping all the first 3 layers of mobs in Dungeon and Elite Dungeon Anomaly. During this phase, you will be targeting for true legendary gears, a rarity higher than legendary. which usually provide more powerful effects. Through farming lesser boss anomaly, your goal is to collect and equip true legendary gears. However, your class legendary sets are still important. You can use true legendary gears in other slots and use runes crafted from true legendary gears for the set slots. Here I recommend 2 true legendary gears. Cosmic Cape can convert mana into damage, and Rain of Pure Energies can greatly increase your mana. Both combined, your damage will be significantly empowered. Of course, other true legendary gears can also be helpful. You can make decisions by yourself. You need to mind though that at most 3 runes from true legendary gears can be equipped at once. All in all, the primary goal is to collect true legendary gears and equip them or equip the runes crafted from them. Based on this, the 4 additional things to do in the last phase still apply here. Besides, there are 2 new additional things to mention here. First, extra gem slot. By farming lesser boss anomaly, you will be rewarded with a lot of prismatic material. Put 1 such material, a gear, and some crowns in the transmutation function, and you can add 1 extra gem slot to this gear. This is yet another important way to make your character stronger. Second, ancient augmentation. As said before, you can upgrade attributes beyond their regular limit with the ancient enchanting NPC. This consumes a rare resource, memory essence, which can be rewarded by doing elite dungeon anomaly. However, note that lesser boss anomaly does not have this reward. It might be a bit hard to fully upgrade all the attributes, so you should be focusing on the more important ones, aka core attributes of gears or runes, gem strength, and magic find. With all the steps followed, you can complete Mythical 7, which leads you to the next phase. This is my gear state at the end of this phase, for reference. Once you can finish Mythical 7, it's time to farm Greater Boss Anomaly. This mode starts with Mythical 7 instead of 1, so the ability to finish Mythical 7 is mandatory. This mode has 2 usages. First, it has even better drops, giving you easier access to more true legendary gears. Furthermore, it drops the material to craft mythical weapons. With these 2 benefits, you are now fully capable of implementing a formal build. Exactly how to implement it and what build to look for will be introduced in future videos. I'll skip them to make this video more compact. Once you have a formal build, you may or may not be able to finish Mythical 15. If you cannot, that's because you don't have enough mastery points. As you may have noticed, the leftmost nodes in the 3 middle lines in the mastery tree can be invested into infinitely, giving you infinite progression in the 4 basic stats: damage, mana, health, and Thor. For example, if you are using Cosmic Cape and Vestige of Lost Souls to convert mana into both damage and shield, you will want to get more mana. So be patient and farm EXP for more mastery points. In the end, you will be able to conquer Mythical 15 further into endless modes. The most efficient way to farm EXP is doing lesser and greater boss anomaly. In the meantime, it's also a good choice to do the expedition. I'll give you an introduction to this game mode in the next video. In summary, with the steps above, you will push further into endgame until endless mode, which is the only endgame content left undone. To make this video more compact, I've skipped some content which will be detailed in future videos. The next video will be about different anomaly modes and expedition in Chronicon. Then the next one will be about how to implement a build. There will also be a video about how to theory craft a build on your own. Lastly, I will talk about how to progress into endless mode. If you want to play games into depth together with me, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.